Hold My Drink Extra Juice with Charlene and Ellie, a GoLoud original podcast, proudly sponsored by Pennies. Get this season's must-haves in a store near you.
Welcome to Hold My Drink Extra Juice, which is kindly sponsored by Primark or Pennies, the ultimate high street destination that has everything you need this spring. Get your style out there and have some fun and celebrate yourself at Primark.
Primark is the ultimate high street store every girl is obsessed with. Spring is here, it's time to go big on your wardrobe.
Stand out with Primark's latest Spring 2023 collection. The range is characteristically cool. Think pop and bright colours, alluring florals, as well as having utility-inspired khaki cords, giving a touch of edge for standout street style moments.
I got lovely, what do you call them, play suits? Unitards?
Oh, yeah. Rompers.
Yeah. I got lovely, like pastel-y kind of
seeing them.
So I'm going to wear them for getting ready for the live show.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
I really want the pink.
Have the pink?
It's good for like on holiday. You just travel it on and you have your whole outfit.
It's one outfit, yeah. You don't have to think of a top or bottom, this and that.
You just have it on.
All in one.
Yeah. And you can use it for the gym as well then.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to bring loads of gym gear.
No, they're fab. I love them.
Yeah.
Did you know you can also check what is in your local store on the Primark website with their new stock finder, which Charlene has tried and tested?
Very good.
Very good. It's so handy, but sure, we're always popping in and out of Pennies anyway, but if you're not, you can check on the website and see if what you are looking for is in stock in your store.
It's good as well if you live like between two Pennies and you know
which one to go
to. Because sometimes it doesn't have the one that like what you want. So then you know which one to go to.
Exactly.
So handy. You can log on to www.primark.com/ie to check out all their spring pieces and also see what's in stock in your local store with their new stock finder. This is our bonus episode where we get to answer even more of your dilemmas.
Even more
birds.
We
love updates.
I
get so excited about them. Because
I think it's also the unknown as well that we're like,
ooh, what's it gonna be?
Yeah, what's it gonna because we say that we give out the advice and it's not Bible, we just try and help. So it's always interesting to see if it went that way or if it's gone tits up.
Yeah. Or if people actually stuck with our advice. I'm always impressed if they did, because it's hard to actually, maybe because we're an outside perspective that we're more likely to.
Yeah. It's always easier to hear it from somebody
who's not in
your circle. Yeah.
So,
right, you want to do the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
So we answered this dilemma in episode 60. So that was recently enough. Oh no, it's a few weeks.
We're on 70 something.
70 something, yeah. My boyfriend and I have been together for 1 year, and I'm realising he might not be for me 100%, as he doesn't treat me how I'd like to think if I ever got into another relationship. He's really bad at planning stuff, and it's always me thinking of dates and ideas for dates, literally as simple as ringing to book a table for a dinner out. He asked to go to dinner last week, and he said he was booking it because we discussed that he is lazy and isn't putting in the same energy as I am. And then he said the day before that he actually forgot to book, and this made me so angry, but more upset, like why bother asking me to disappoint me? I have only certain times and days I can see him. He asked me to spend the night with him a few hours, and when we got there I knew something wasn't the same in my feelings, so I told him if nothing changes we'll have to make a plan to break or to take a break, to break up or to take a break, and he agreed. Our advice was open table is a thing, and it's very easy to do. Tell him exactly how you feel and to go on a break, and if he cops on in the meantime, all well and good, but if not, the relationship is not for you. Here is the update. Ooh. So, hey girls, your advice really opened my eyes as I needed someone else's view. I waited and saw if there was any changes occurred for like a month and nothing did. The spark was completely lost, so we broke up after Christmas. I felt so happy with this decision, but now slowing down and understanding what it's like to be without him. I want to be by myself and in my healing girl era. Woohoo! And focus on my self-worth and not settle for less, because I know how lucky any lad should be, as I know how much love I can give somebody and really commit my all to them. I'm very down recently as he's seeing a new girl now and he's given her everything I ever asked for, and that's heartbreaking to see. But I just want advice on how to heal and grow as a person in this situation. As you two girls are so strong and really my inspiration, and you are so stunning and independent, thank you so much for helping me to understand my worth and match the energy of somebody your podcast makes my week.
I love you.
Oh, my whole heart.
I think seeing him give someone else
what you asked for.
Yeah.
That's right.
I had to learn that the hard way, like seeing somebody else get what you begged for. But that's not a reflection on you.
Well, not even that though. She's seeing this from the outside.
Yeah.
He could look like he's giving her everything,
but he's probably not. She probably feels the same way.
He's probably feeling the same way.
Yeah.
It always looks from the outside like things are great, but if they break up in a few months, you'd be like, oh shit, it mustn't have been good.
Yeah.
Do you know? Like someone like that, if they're not right for you, then they're not right for you.
It's also,
Doesn't
he could be love bombing the life out of the new one.
Of course, it's the first few months. I'd say he
Yeah.
was like that with her when they were fresh as well.
Everything is the best at the first few
Yeah.
months.
I think just trying to block out whatever they're doing is number one. Like blocking accounts or however you're seeing that information from is a good idea. And just knowing that your person is out there. There's a reason he didn't give you that. It's because he wasn't for you, and there's someone better
Yeah.
to look for. Like everything does happen for a reason like that, even though it's shit at the time.
It's shit at the time to even try and understand that. You don't want to understand.
No,
that.
you don't.
Yeah.
No.
But it is a blessing. Just is a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
I've heard people say blessing in disguise.
No.
Yeah. We had this
No.
conversation last week, actually. What was it? Dream come true.
Yeah.
Blessing in disguise.
No.
It's disguise, isn't it?
No.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's probably a blessing in disguise that
Yeah.
it happened. I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but I promise you, look back.
Yeah.
You will look back, and that's always a better feeling, to be able to look back and be like, wow. I either got over or...
I knew myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
And also, like, if he's given someone else something, but if he couldn't, it's more importantly what he could give to you. If he couldn't give you that, then fuck him and fuck them, their relationship.
I would do what Charlene said though, and like, don't look.
Lock that out.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling when you look at something that you didn't want to look at.
You know you're going to get that feeling. You know it.
You just like burn inside.
You're like, I'm going to see something I don't want to see, but
like
I'm going to see it.
You ever just get hot. Like you actually get hot and bothered. Like
you're like, why am I putting myself through this?
Yeah. I got really good at not doing that. There was one point I literally asked myself and I was like, why am I doing I'm searching something to make myself upset.
Yeah, why would you do that?
And from then on I never done it again.
Did you not?
No.
Yeah. So
no.
I think trying to do that would be good for you.
Yeah. And just knowing, no matter how nice he is to the next girl, if he couldn't be nice to you, that's your reason to be.
That's enough.
To be moving on. Exactly. Yeah. We love you.
Love you. The next one we have is
another update.
So the update is, hi gorgeous girls, I love you both and I hope you're doing so well. I just wanted to give you guys an update. My dilemma was about how my boyfriend had finished with me a couple of times. He spoke to my mum and dad after the first time and then he did it again, etc. It took a while for my family to accept him again, but they did, and all was well, or so I thought. Fast forward to February and he did it again. This time my family really put their foot down and said no more. They said that they won't ever associate with him again and that I've changed because of him, which I understand, but I've never felt this way about anyone before, so they haven't seen me like this. He has a lot of issues he needed to seek help for, and he finally has. He almost lost his life, in turn lost his job, his house, blew through his savings, lost a lot of his friends, and was really down in the hole. So I know it wasn't right of him to take his problems out on me, but I can't help but hold space for him because I see the good in him. It's been over a month now and I really put my foot down this time, unlike the other times, and asked him for space to focus on me. So I got back into the gym, started a new job, etc. and feeling great. And he really has shown me that he's getting the help he needs and turning things around. I can see a true difference. I would be lying if I said I wouldn't want to try things again, because I'd rather say, oh well, then a what if. Oh yeah, we say that, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh well, then a what if. I guess I just don't know how to approach my family about this when the time comes, because they know too much already, and that's my fault because I live with them and I'm close with them. So I fear I've already fucked up. Any advice again how to navigate these very shaky waters? I think your family are always going to look at it from the outside and want the best for you.
Yeah.
And they'll see something that isn't the best for you quicker than you'll see it.
Yeah.
So it is awkward though to be like stuck in the middle of things. I think if you just be brutally honest with them and be like, I need to learn for myself.
Yeah.
You really do. You need to learn for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can tell you what to do until it actually hits you one day that you either say, okay, well, I'll give it another go, or what the fuck am I doing?
What am I doing? Yeah. I think protect your own self as well, because he might be seeming like he's changing now, but like
he could be doing that.
People are very manipulative when they want to get what they want.
Mm.
They'll like put on this
front
charades of like what they're at, charades of what they're like, and like maybe he's not actually changed. Just be wary of that. But yeah, I think telling your family, just being honest with them.
Yeah. There's no point trying to hide
No.
or beat around the bush.
But it's
or
also
sneaky.
it's all going to make things difficult for you in the future. Like, they're probably never going to accept him again.
Yeah.
And that's something you have to think of then if you want to get back with him. Like, do you want that problem?
Yeah, do you
as well?
actually want to deal with it?
Yeah.
I think just be honest with them.
Just be honest with
Tell
them.
them how you are.
Yeah.
How's it going? How are you feeling? And if they're upset with you, you need to take it.
Yeah, you're not gonna sit there and be able to convince them of how nice he is.
Yeah.
You just need to be accepting of the fact that they're not going to be happy, like, and kind of think about that before you talk to them.
Yeah. And just think of it as like I said, like, they just want the best for you. That's it.
Yeah.
So if they are upset with you, it's because they don't see the potential that this fecker has for you.
And, like, maybe listen to them as well. Like, if they're trying to tell you something in the conversation, like, don't be like, no. Like, just listen to what they have to say. You know,
be understanding about it.
Yeah.
On both.
It's hard for someone like, you know, looking at that as well. And they don't want to see you hurt, and that's why they're so defensive, I suppose. We answered this dilemma last week in episode 77. I've been on and off with this man for almost 3 years. He finally made... Oh, I'm dying to hear this update. It's the one that got ghosted after he asked her to be...
The 13 days one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've been on and off with this man for almost 3 years. He finally made it official 2 weeks ago and everything was amazing. For Valentine's Day, he booked us to go into a hotel, sent me flowers, the works. It was a perfect weekend and I was so happy, as I thought he was too. A few days after we went to the hotel, he seemed very off over text and said something was bothering him, but reassured me that nothing had nothing to do with me or us. I offered to help and that was the last thing I heard from him. It's been 13 days now and nothing. We usually talk over messages, but all my messages have been delivered. His snap score has gone up and when I rang him, the call rang through. I was seriously worried, then annoyed, and now I'm just confused and heartbroken. I cannot for the life of me find a reason why this has happened. I text him on Snapchat and I know he's seen the message as he's been active on the app since. With no reason, no closure, I don't know what to do. Our advice was, go to his house in good faith to check in on him because you haven't heard from him in so long, or try get in touch with his friends, family or colleagues. Here's the update. Hey girls, it's been over a week since I sent that dilemma in and it's now been 3 weeks since I've heard from him. Thank you so much for your advice on this, but unfortunately I don't know his family or friends at all. I rang his work and gotten nowhere and he doesn't have an Instagram, so can't even do any digging. I sent an ultimatum text basically saying I know he's been active, so if he doesn't reply, I'll take it that he doesn't want to be with me. I sent that over a week ago and still nothing, so I'm guessing he just doesn't want to be with me.
What the feck?
I actually ended up blocking his number as I couldn't stand seeing him active and still ignore me. It was just so out of the blue. Maybe he just was never that interested, but every time we've ended things before, it's been me doing it and him not wanting to end things, so I don't understand. Would love your opinion on what I should do. Should I just move on and be single now, or still go to his house and try? Because at this stage I just want closure. Someone who's capable of doing this someone I don't want to be with. I think maybe you're right about the cold feet. Love you girls in the pod. Thanks so much for your help.
No, you answered it yourself there. Someone who's capable of doing that is someone you don't want to be with. So fuck him. Leave him unblocked. Live your best life. Focus on you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't need an answer out of that.
No.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. I found I'm going to play it for you because it's a really good TikTok about closure.
Okay.
It's only short. Hang on. I screenshot it. It was very good. This is about a TikTok about closure, right? Shit. Okay.
Do you really need the person who hurt you to tell you, I hurt you,
Music.
and I'm sorry, and I feel awful that I did it? It's beautiful to get it, but do you need it? Do you not know how painful the pain was when you experienced it? Do you need them to tell you how painful it was and give you permission to feel it? You don't need it. You want it. The one who broke you cannot heal you. You have to heal you. You can't expect the person who broke you into pieces to bring those pieces and say, I'm going to put you back together. You can't do that. You can, but why would you choose to do that? Someone who has the power to destroy you and uses that power, why would you trust them with rebuilding you?
Listen.
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
The one who hurt you can't heal you.
Yeah, like
That's
you
fair,
don't
right?
need their closure. What they're gonna say, sorry for being a bastard. Like
It's nothing that you did.
you can give yourself closure by saying,
Fuck him.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
That's his fault.
His loss.
Yeah. Oh, it's so hard. But like whatever you get off him, if he says I
It's
have
not-
cold feet, like
Yeah.
it's not what's that gonna do for you.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna actually make you more upset.
Yeah. The answer isn't going to fix anything.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
you can fix everything yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't bother going to his house.
You don't
or
need
anything, or-
him to tell you what's gonna make you fix yourself.
Yeah.
So
He clearly doesn't know because he's after doing that. Like,
bizarre.
mental.
Someone who can do that clearly also doesn't have the emotional intelligence to be actually have a good conversation with
Yeah.
you if they think that's a way of treating someone.
The next one is actually advice from a listener on a dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
So, hi girls. I was listening to your Extra Juice episode when I heard the dilemma about the girl that was going to the gym and kept getting approached by a guy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She went on to say that he has now messaged her on Instagram and is avoiding the gym. I just want to email you because I had a similar experience with a man in the gym I went to. He would approach me every time I was in the gym, making inappropriate comments and telling me his life story. Another younger guy in the gym ended up approaching me about him because he has seen this happen to so many young girls and warned me to be careful. He said that it's gotten so bad in the past that the girls have ended up moving gym. Before they moved gym, they even reported this man to the gym staff, but because there's no actual evidence, nothing could be done. I ended up avoiding the gym at certain times because I knew he would be there and approach me. Moving gyms wasn't an option for me at the time. He ended up in the gym at the same time as me one morning and approached me and asked why I have changed times, and then proceeded to make inappropriate comments again. The younger guy was also in the gym at this time and saw this interaction. He approached me when the older man had left and asked if I was okay. He came up with the idea where he said he would pretend to be my cousin and tell him to leave me be as he was making me uncomfortable. Something that as a young girl alone in the gym, I wouldn't have the confidence to do. The younger man stuck to his word and I was never approached by the older man again. I've had to change gyms since because I have moved areas, but just wanted to write in because I'd hate to think it was the same man making this girl feel uncomfortable and cause her to move gyms. That shouldn't have to be the solution. Sorry about the long email, but just hope this helps the girl struggling. Love listening to you and appreciate you being so open with us listeners.
Oh, love you.
Yeah, that shouldn't have to be. You shouldn't have to move a gym because someone
No.
in there is being weird.
No. I think as well, over the last few years I've learned like you don't need to be nice to someone who's being a creep.
Yeah.
I used to just feel like I was too like awkward to be like mean, but now I'd be like, fuck off.
No, yeah.
If someone's like new and comfortable, that's on them.
Yeah, if someone's overstepping a line, you need
Yeah.
to let them know that
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
they shouldn't be allowed to.
No.
Cross
Don't be
that line.
afraid of, and if they're like, oh, what's wrong with you? Just be like, yeah, bye.
Yeah, if someone's making you feel weird, let them know you're making me feel weird.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that advice.
Thank
That's
you,
really
yeah.
good advice for the girl that was listening. And I'm sure other people as well, 'cause I'm sure it happens all the time. I was actually saying yesterday to someone who it was, but like that you literally only the gym is somewhere you don't want to be approached by.
No, yeah.
Like everyone's sweaty. Like
No.
I'm not looking at you. Stop thinking I want.
No,
to
yeah.
talk to
You're there for one reason.
you. Yeah.
To get in and get out.
It's
and
not
that's
like
it,
a
yeah.
dating place. Like,
No. I had mascara on me the other day going to the gym actually, and someone in the gym says to me, "You gone on a date after this?" And I goes, "What?
just with mascara.
You gone on a date after this? You've your lashes are all on." I said, "I have a bit of mascara on because I look dead in the morning." Jesus.
Oh yeah, no, not a place to
No.
hit on people unless they're both looking at each other and all. That may be them, but like someone's doing their own business, doing their own workout, leave them alone.
Yeah. In their own space.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, then we have our dilemmas for this episode. So these are all sent into homeidrink@goloudnow.com, and you can send them there if you have any. This one is, hey girls, you are literally the best, helping through so much recently. Glad to see you are both happy. I love you. My dilemma at the minute is that I have always wanted to move to Australia, and I was planning on going in 2023 with my boyfriend. We broke up in July. That's a whole other story, lol. Don't need to get into that right now. Anyway, a girl I work with said to me that she would like to go travelling too. I would consider us friends, mainly just work, but I've known her for less than a year. We've grown closer over the year, but in recent times I've been getting red flags from her. She's often moved things in work and it's really starting to affect the work environment. She doesn't really have much good to say about her housemates and is always giving out about them. And something in my gut is just telling me she's a bit of a compulsive liar at times. I literally feel like such a bad person for feeling this way now. I still consider her my friend, but I just don't think I can commit to moving to Australia with her when I don't fully trust her. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Thank yous. That's your gut telling you.
Ooh.
Dodge that.
Yeah.
If you're already getting affected by her in a workplace, imagine it full time. living with her. Like,
Imagine moving across the world or. Oh no.
I hate people like that who like take out if they have a mood on like everyone and everything.
Yeah.
And you know people who you're around and you can feel it off them.
You can feel the bad energy.
Yeah,
off them,
like I feel like teachers used to, if you had like a moody teacher, they'd be like that. Like you'd all
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
you'd feel that them in a bad mood, like, and it would just affect everyone.
How do you tell her? It's awkward because you work with her as well.
Like, because obviously if you're not going with her, you probably aren't going to go. Realistically.
Yeah, do you just tell her I'm not going anymore actually, like? But then what if she says, yeah, I'm not going either.
Then you're like, well, I'm still going.
So I changed my mind again.
Is there anyone else you can go with, maybe? And like,
Just go on your own.
yeah.
And if you wanted to just tell her, like, listen, I'm actually going to do this myself.
And meet friends along the way or something. Just
Yeah,
pretend like
yeah. I'm going to do a bit of travelling first or something.
Yeah.
Like I want to challenge myself and try and do it myself.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, true.
Or else just tell her she's being a big black cloud and you don't want to
Yeah.
hang around with her. I used to have somebody in my life who I used to always call them a black cloud.
Really?
They used to say, you're a big black cloud. You just rain on everyone's parade. You're just a sour puss. That's what I used to say to them all the time.
Oh.
Just bring the energy down. It just,
He sucks the life out of you. It's like a drain.
Honest
Yeah.
to God.
That's not someone you want to be living with.
I'd either tell her, you're doing it yourself if you'd rather do it yourself.
Yeah. Or maybe could you even do like the travelling bit with her? So like say you're travelling for a few weeks beforehand, like would that be...
You're so nice.
Could you
hang
do-
around with someone.
Yeah, but maybe she wants someone to go travelling with her. At least she can get that done.
Oh,
And then go
get
to
there.
Australia by
Yeah, yeah.
herself or something.
Okay, yeah. But she ruined the buzz with that.
She'd ruin the buzz.
She'd
yeah.
ruin the
But I
buzz.
feel like you meet people on the way of travelling.
Yeah, so
But she might ruin it even more.
She might get mad jealous if she start
getting
making other
fight.
friends.
Yeah. God, that is a pickle.
That is a pickle.
That's such a pickle.
I think maybe just tell her you'd rather do it on your own. You want to challenge yourself and just
Yeah, if you can.
take on the journey yourself.
Or if you have someone else to go with, just be like,
Oh, here.
go with him instead.
Yeah. Or else move jobs.
Like,
block
is
her,
someone like
whatever.
that really a loss? If she goes, you're a bitch, I'm not being friends with you anymore because you wouldn't come with me. Is that really a loss? Like,
She'd say, thank God.
yeah. She seems like not a great friend.
You're already
to have.
noticing red flags off her.
Yeah, it's only going to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you can, go alone.
Dodge.
If you have someone else you could go with. And I wouldn't go for the sake of it just because if she's the only person you can go with and you don't want to go alone, I wouldn't go with her
No.
for the sake of it. Not for the
Yeah.
whole time, not for Australia, no. No.
No, it's the other side of the planet.
Yeah. And you'll feel really lonely if you have someone who you're not enjoying their company with.
Yeah.
At least you have actually a good friend. You probably wouldn't feel like that, but someone like that is probably you'd probably feel lonely to be around.
It'll ruin your time there. Your whole
Yeah.
experience of it, like.
Yeah, exactly.
So try and scrap her. The next one we have then is, hi girls, first of all, I love you in the podcast so much. It gets me through anxious times. This isn't much of a dilemma, but just something that's been playing on my mind recently and often makes me upset. So basically, I'm in a group of 6 girls and we all get on so well and are all so close. However, I feel as though I don't have a best friend. 2 of the girls in the group are really close, tell each other everything and do everything together. Another 2 girls in the group have been friends since they were children, so obviously have much of a stronger relationship than anyone in the rest of the group. Me and the other girl in the group obviously get on so well and I love her, but she doesn't treat me as a best friend. She's always with her boyfriend, which is completely fair, but I barely see her and she doesn't text ever. I feel like I'm the odd one out in the group and don't know who to turn to if I have a problem. It's hard seeing the other girls so close. They would never leave me out of plans or anything, and in no way are they mean to me, but it just makes me upset that I don't have someone and that thinks of me as their first choice. I've tried saying it to them multiple times, but nothing ever changes. It's been like this for over 8 years of friendship. Advice on what to do would be appreciated.
That's so hard because you can't make someone
Be your friend.
be.
I think especially in a group like that, there are going to be people who,
Yeah.
I'm in a group of 6
Yeah.
and some of the girls will be closer than others. With
Than
the
others,
others. Yeah. But like she said, like no one's ever mean to each other or anything.
No.
But they just naturally
It's always going to
closer.
be
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
That's naturally going to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't think don't focus on not being someone's first choice. Like,
And maybe it's a thing of like, it's been 8 years or feeling like that. Like maybe it's like you could have that as your group, but also branch out with other people and find someone who would pick you as their first choice.
You're never too old to make friends.
Because that to me sounds like a friend, probably a school friendship group.
Yeah.
Because of the like how long they're friends, but like sometimes school you just don't happen to meet your best friend.
You're kind of
sometimes
not that you're forced to hang around with each other, but like I feel like in school you're young as well. You just naturally all kind of come together.
Yeah. And you only meet a select amount of people.
Yeah, there's only a few.
100 something in your year, whatever it is. Like, you're not guaranteed to find a best friend in there. So don't be too hard on yourself over that. And like, I'm just guessing she's like still in school, but like, I think when you go to college and stuff, you might find people are like start work or a new job. Like, you might find people that would pick as their first choice and are that bit nicer to you and appreciate you more.
Yeah.
I
don't think it's a case of not. Like you said, obviously you love your friends and stuff, like not wanting to be friends with them, but also don't rule it out that like you can't have other people in your life as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's a bit shit though that she said it to them and they were like, yeah, nothing changed. But it's also like you can't. It's not the same if you have to force someone to act a certain way.
Yeah,
and it defeats the purpose. You're like, okay, what's the point? Like
even having to say, like, I know obviously you should be able to tell your best friends everything, but like, you shouldn't have to say that multiple times, like she said.
No, I agree. Yeah. But we hope you're okay and you'll find your person.
You will.
Yeah. And it's still nice to have your group, even if you don't feel like you're someone's number one.
Having a group of girls to be able to go to.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah. So we have an email address where you can send your dilemmas to if you want to give us updates or new dilemmas or give advice to someone else's dilemma as well. That was fun. New episodes the email is howmydrink@goloudnow.com. New episodes of How My Drink Extra Juice come out every Monday and our main episodes are out on Wednesdays. Thank you to Primark for sponsoring this episode.
We love you.
You're very good to us. Make sure to like, rate and subscribe and we'll see you on Wednesday.
See you then.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Hold My Drink Extra Juice with Charlene and Ellie. A GoLoud original podcast, proudly sponsored by Pennies. Whether it's stylish savings, a new double snuddy, gym gear, or some beauty bits you're looking for, Pennies is the ultimate high street destination.